it's time for the announcement video of things that I've basically already just announced in my other videos. But I thought I would make one just dedicated to NaNoWriMo. Should I do that thing where I say what NaNoWriMo is? Are you interested in that? I'll do it in 10 seconds. It's this challenge to write 50,000 words in the month of November. That's all it is. And it's also a great time for community. Sometimes people will meet up with people that they are near, or they'll meet up online, or they'll do like some sort of special content. It's just kind of a fun time to be a writer, is NaNoWriMo. It's in November. Did I say that part? The first NaNoWriMo I did was in 2019. I was a freshman in college, and I wrote the first 50,000 words of the book that I'm currently querying called Near the End of June. I'm actually about to shelve it. I have one more batch of queries going out and then I'm calling it quits. I did win Nano that year on pain of death. That was a rough time to write because I was in school and there was homework and all that. That was a young adult thriller taking place on a college campus. So, and then 2020, did I do Nano in 2020? Oh, you know what I did in 2020 is I was a rebel. Well, that's just what they call people who don't do the 50,000 words. They just do something else in November. And I essentially revised. It was not really doing NaNoWriMo. I just decided that I would revise more heavily in November. So I didn't really do the 50,000 words. And then 2021, my friend Cameron and I were gonna co-write a book. It was like our busiest semester of college. It was like the second to last one where you're like in all the capstone classes, projects, like we were making all these films and we were all both like very involved in this club. We were like, let's just do a nano together. So I'll write 25,000 words, you'll write 25,000 words of the same book. And it was like alternating POV kind of a book. We got like 3 days in and we're like, you know what? Actually, we can't do this. We are doing too much. So we did not finish it. And then last year, 2022, wrote the first draft of Project Groove, which I don't know how often I've said that name, but it's the book that I've been working on since then. So I wrote the first 50,000 words. I did win. That was shortly before starting this channel. So I have not done a NaNoWriMo on YouTube, but I have been a voracious consumer of all NaNoWriMo content. It's like, it's my favorite time of year because it's like everybody comes alive. Some people are doing daily vlogs, some people are doing weekly vlogs, like some people are just like, there's just a lot of lives going on and there's just like a lot of fun things happening. I'm so excited to actually be a part of it instead of just like consuming it. And I used to do a lot of shut up and write groups. I did a lot of them virtually because there's just not a very active writing community. That's actually one of my goals for NaNoWriMo, so we'll get there. But anyway, so that's the history. Now moving on to this year's project. I am doing it this year. Yes, the 50,000. I don't have a title for this project yet. I outlined it a little bit in August, and I'll be outlining it once I finish up this revision, which should be this week. But it's an adult thriller. Yep, I think it's a dual POV actually, which I've never written a dual POV book. I've written a dual reality book, and I've written one POV from a dual POV book, but I haven't written a book where like I am writing from two different people's perspectives. I'm gonna name it Project GS. So corny. It stands for gas station. Project Gas Station. It's pretty much the only thing I know about this book is that a gas station is a central location. I think it's fun to give like projects, like I love that everybody names their projects. I think it's like such a fun niche random thing that we do. I just like to be a little silly and goofy sometimes, suit me, right? You know? So that's what I will be working on. In terms of content, I have a couple of goals. The first one is daily vlogs. I will be doing daily vlogs. And listen, when I say daily vlogs, I mean I will be attempting daily vlogs. To give you a little bit of context, I do work 9 to 5. 8 to 5 actually, 8 to 5. But I also am in a stage of life where I don't have a lot of other responsibilities. So like outside of work, there are a couple other weekly commitments that I have, but nothing really major. Like I don't have any kids. I don't have anything like that where it would be implausible to do that. In my past job, we kind of specialized in editing videos really fast. I have an extensive history of editing videos in an efficient way. I've actually been practicing that schedule because if you've done vlogging at all or YouTube at all, it's kind of insane that I would be vlogging during the day, edit that the same day and put it up. And also like writing 50,000 words, which is also a challenge. But there's a couple different things that I'm doing to prepare for that. So like, don't worry. I'm thinking it through, I promise. The first one is I've actually already been practicing the schedule that I'm gonna use. So I will be dictating actually. I've been loving dictating, everyone, and I write so fast when I'm dictating, so I think it's gonna be helping. Dictating in the morning from like 6 to 7 or 6:30 to 7. I also got a walking pad, so I'm gonna be doing it while walking, which will just help me wake up too. Then I'll go to work, maybe depending on how many words I get in the morning. My goal is gonna be to get like the first 1,000 words before the evening. I think I should be able to do that in an hour in the morning with the dictating, given how the speed has been going when I've been trying it recently. But if I'm not at 1,000 yet, then I'll like write during my lunch break at work to get to 1,000. Then I go to the gym after work from like 5:30 to 6:30. The time that I will start the writing in the evening is around 7 or 7:30, doing that until like 9. And then at 9, winding down for the day, showering, doing all that, and then video editing from 9 to 10. Which I know sounds insane, but I'm very excited for it. I really thrive off of like challenges when there's like a sole point of focus. I think that's something I really love about NaNoWriMo is that we're all like focused in on like, I know what my goal is. And so there's no decision fatigue in trying to decide what to do. I think a lot of times during the rest of the year with writing, I'm like, should I write or should I look out the window? Should I rest? Should I walk? Should I blah, blah, blah? You know, like there's so many different options because nothing feels like the top priority. And what I love about NaNoWriMo is that you know, like you wake up, writing is a priority. I have to hit 1667 words a day. Like boom, shakalaka, I know what I'm doing, let's do it, you know? And I really thrive off of that. And I am very excited to do that. It's not something I'd want to do every day of my life, but I'm excited to do it for a month. And I've never done this before, so maybe I will be biting my words. But also we can all just acknowledge that if it doesn't go up one day, we're all gonna be fine and we're all gonna live with it, okay? Yes, so that is the content goal. I also would love to like meet up with people around where I live. I know there's a couple writing groups I just need to like get connected. If you're looking for like a lot of resources, there's a lot of people who have good NaNoWriMo resources, but I love Sarah Cannon. She's got a lot of workbooks and like talking through how to prepare your life. She does daily vlogs during NaNoWriMo and I have like rewatched them several times throughout the years just like to get inspired to write. And so she talks about having rewards. And so I think I'll have, like I might have one at 25,000 and one at 50,000. And then also like daily rewards, so having like 31, or is it 30 or 31? 30? Like 30 like chocolate pieces, or I think it's probably gonna end up being chocolate pieces, but it might be something else small like that. I know that my like reward for the end for the 50,000 is gonna be a Kindle. I have like all the Kindle book apps on my phone, so I read like ebooks there, but I never like to read like a book that I've never read before on those. Like I just have a lot of rereads or like books that I've already listened to or something like that on my phone. I wanna know what everybody, what are we all doing for NaNoWriMo? Are you guys writing a book? Are you a rebel revising something? Are you shooting for a different kind of word goal? Have you done Nano before? There's so many questions that I have for you. I can't even narrow it down. So choose one of those. Just like let me know if there's something fun that you've seen maybe other people do in vlogs, or like ideas that you have that would make the content more fun, because I think it will get a little repetitive because I just like do the same thing every day. All right, well, I'm excited to work on Project Gas Station with you all. Goodbye.